back. Make sure this is all streaming. It says we are, but let me make sure that Twitch has picked it up. And it says we are live. Great. Okay. So we are working on our PP Ecom still. This is still version 0.4. And yesterday we got this little microphone put on here. It is an auto gain microphone. And it auto gains to 40 dB, which apparently in the tight confines of our mask is too much. So we have another microphone module. This is, gonna drop it out of here. So this is this is the MAX 4466, and this is another Adafruit microphone amplifier module, but it does not have auto gain. It's got adjustable gain. It's got the same pickup that this one does, but instead, as you can see on the base of it, it's only got 3 inputs, or three connectors. We have our output, our ground, and our voltage, where as opposed to on this unit we have our ground, our voltage, our gain, our output, and our AR. So what we're going to do today is we're going to desolder these pins, and we're going to take this board off of here, and we're going to hot glue this board on instead. So it's about the same size. So first we're going to do is we're going to heat up our soldering iron, and we're going to get that all ready to go to desolder this thing. Yesterday we introduced the pump solder remover, but we also have a pump solder remover that haven't used it yet. I have to make some room on my desk, on my bench top here, to use that thing, considering we've been doing a little bit more development work where we've had to take things apart that we've put together. But we're gonna just let this heat up for now. And yesterday I also ordered a new I2C board, and hopefully we can hook that up to our thermal sensor and have something that's a little faster than 1 frame per second. And then in a future episode we are also going to play with, I have some high resolution, not really high resolution, but high resolution compared to the 64 pixel thermal camera we have. We have some Raytheon sensors. They're a little old at this point, but they are analog thermal sensors that are 320 by 240 pixels in resolution. So that's quite a bit more resolution than we have with these little thermal pickups. So let me just see, what is 320 by 240? That's 76,800 pixels in resolution versus the only 64 pixels in resolution that this current system is providing. And also the refresh rate on those is 30 frames per second, or 30 hertz, whereas the maximum refresh on the one that we have currently is only 10 hertz, and right now we're only getting 1 hertz out of it. Okay, so I'm letting my my soldering iron heat up because we are going to need to desolder these pins, and it should be hot enough now. Look at that. Yeah, we got some smoke coming off it, and I'm going to get my pump primed, and let's start with the outermost pin. Get my head out of the way. Okay. Let's get our tweezers, see if we can pull that out. Not quite. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out a good way to do this. Get my second pair of hands. line the solder back up. Okay, let's make sure this is getting held on. And what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and just apply some pressure as I apply this. I'm going to try and pull these out. Okay, so those two ground cables are out. Now the next thing to do is to pull out voltage. Done. And let's get our output. Okay. Those are all decoupled. Clean off our soldering iron. And we're just going to rock this off of here because it's only slightly on here with a little bit of glue. Alright, so that's taken off of there. Put this little guy in a bag. Save him for later. It's not a bad part, it's just not the part we want. Hey, whoever's tuning in, thank you for watching. Please feel free to let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from in the chat. Again, I don't know if there's a way for me to know who's watching. I don't know if you're a current follower, if you are not a current follower. I'm really curious to know who is tuning into these things and where you're tuning in from, and yeah, hello, thanks for watching. So you're going to take this, it's going to go right in where this last one was. So that's good. What we're going to do is, we forgot to heat up our hot glue. So we hit hot glue right now. Let's put a little bit of hot glue on this thing. You know, why does it look like this is one that I took apart? No, it's just not manufactured that well. That's fine. So one thing we are going to do after we prove that this thing works, we have two more steps. The two other steps are basically building the speaker portion of this, which is going to be not very difficult. We have all the components. We just got to take them apart and basically make our own new thing out of them. And then we got to make cases for these things. So that'll be a 3D modeling task. And I'm debating whether or not I should just basically 3D scan my pieces and just basically almost form mold something in the computer to it, or if I should really CAD it out. I think for this rapid prototype, we might just form mold it and do that in the computer, make it most organic feeling. So that might be what we're going to do on either probably the next episode. This episode is going to be just getting this transmitter module working so that we can reproduce this for a batch of these to send to our friend at the hospital to test. I'm just cleaning up my workspace right now while I wait for my hot glue to heat up. Yeah, so this is just watching development at work. I appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, it's just another day of hurry up and wait while we wait for the hot glue gun to heat up. And one thing that will be nice when we have our thermal overlay working, we'll be able to see what is hot on our workbench and see like when the hot glue gun is ready to go without having to squeeze it or wait for the glue to drip off the end. Yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling right now, just kind of filling up dead air with my voice while we wait, because music is copywritten and I can't play music in the background while we do this because I don't own that music. I probably have a lot of music from Dronebox that I can play. I should probably just download that library and use that. That's a good note. I'm gonna hit my brother and see if he has access to that library. Let's see. Do you have the Dronebox music archive somewhere? I need background music for my Twitch stream. We'll see if he responds to that. again, I got one viewer. I wonder where you are, or is that one viewer me? That's always a question. Did I do that? I'm gonna pause my stream because I don't want to eat my bandwidth while I'm here. So yeah, I hope you all are doing well. I'm gonna refresh this page. Let's see if it says we have more than one person watching now, or if it's just me. Is it just me? I don't know. If you're out there, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep rambling myself. Oh no, he says he doesn't think he has it. Well, just have to find it somewhere. Alright, it's feeling like it's almost there. Might be hot enough. Let's take some of this, just put it on this edge. Okay. Alright, so that looks like it is on there. That's good. So now let's clean up a little bit of this excess hot glue mess. Okay, so now that's nice that the pins are similar in location, so I don't have to do a lot of finagling of our wires. So I'm gonna mount this back up. Okay. Then we're gonna guide. Let's put our hot glue over here so we don't burn ourselves. Hello, whoever's watching. Please say hello in the chat. I'm always curious to know where people are tuning in from. Please don't be a stranger. Alright, so that is there. We're gonna solder this output onto this yellow wire because that is our audio input on the board, which is our audio out from this thing. Okay, that's soldered up. Now let's get our ground. Man, I got fat fingers for this. My bald head in there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm trying to fit this black one into this little thing here. It's not liking it because the solder on here is a little errant. Okay, so that's that. Solder this up. comes the water. That's a Frank Zappa reference. Okay. Okay. So that looks like it's all hooked up. Our final board looks like here. Let's take a look. That's our board. So now what I'm going to do, turn off my soldering iron, save some power. Also trying to burn myself. I'll put that away. And now, if we turn this thing on, we're going to need to adjust the gain on it. We're going to turn it on, and we're going to see if it connects to our speaker. Let's plug our speaker in. That thing's with power. Let's turn this on. Okay, it's on. So it's connected. Hello, can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Oh, we don't have any. There's no power running to this thing. So let's give this thing some power to amplify it. Actually, before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to unplug this. We're going to plug in our headphones. Let's grab our headphones. Let me zoom back out so you can see everything that's going on here. Alright, so we're back on our workbench. We have our little receiver thing here. We have this contraption of stuff, which is our microphone and our little amplifier, which we're not going to touch right now. So here we go, plugging that in. Let's see if I can hear this thing. Can you hear me? Something. I hear something, but that's just sounds like noise. It doesn't sound right, that is for sure. So now the question is why? Hello? Can you hear me? Got a little gain on the back here. Let's see what happens if I turn this up or turn it down. Alright, so that did make it louder. Hello? Oh, shit. That is... something is wrong with... Hello? Can you hear me? I don't... hello? Hello? Hello. Something is... Hello? Oh, hey, look at that. That's working. There's some crazy background noise in here. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of annoying. I wonder if it's a grounding issue. It sure as hell sounds like a grounding issue. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's really loud, too. But it's a little bit less loud than the last one. Hello? That's... hello. One, two, three. Check, check, check. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into there, and we're going to play with the... see if our ground doesn't need to be grounded out into both places, but we're going to see. I'm going to just ground out into one place. I think we might be having issues because we're grounding two wires. But we're going to see. So let's unplug that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to turn on that. We just turned on our power supply. I'm going to get our mask. I'm going to just get a separate mask for now. I'm not going to use the official mask. I'm going to take that out in a minute. We're just going to use this mask for now. So we're going to put it inside here. Where's our magnet? Magnet's connected. Okay. So now, if I turn this on, hello, can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to turn the volume up on that. I'll put this mask on. Okay, and let's see if we have any type of volume. Hello, can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. So that does have, sounds not bad. I mean, there is definitely some type of crazy noise happening. Definitely sounds like a grounding noise. It's interference of some sort. But, you know, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. And how loud can we make it? That's pretty loud, and there's no feedback. Okay, so now the question is, how can we improve the microphone quality? I'm loving it. Okay, that's really annoying. Let's turn that down. Okay, so let's keep this right there. And take this off. Now I'm gonna take a risk here. So let's see. What I want to do is I think I'm gonna cut one of these little wires and see what happens. This is a risk because it might fuck it all up. Hey. Well, that didn't fuck it up. But it didn't make it happy either. And I get the feeling that in order to fix this, I'm going to need to install some type of capacitor. That is quite an annoying sound. So let's see. Let's see if we can see it on our oscilloscope. What's making that crazy noise? Alright, so here comes our oscilloscope. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you see me on the oscilloscope? It doesn't look like. Okay, so I'm going to set auto set. Let's see what happens here. Auto setting, and I can see. Okay, I see the noise. It's a crazy looking just noise there. Let's see what that looks like on our speaker too. Yeah, so there's definitely some type of interference here being connected with the digital signal and the non-digital signal. So that's a weird quandary. So what we're going to do next is we're going to hook up our... I don't know why I'm talking to that. Okay. I don't know why this is happening like this. But we're going to look it up. So let's see. It's quite the annoying noise. Turn it down. Alright, so it looks like we need to we need to add a capacitor and we need to add a resistor to this. Wonderful. To help get rid of that extra noise. So we need to have our voltage in. We need to have a capacitor. And let's see. So the first thing we're going to do, turn our soldering iron back on and desolder our power and our ground. Let's get our little thing here. It should be where the little triangle is. What happens when you hover the red triangle? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply some heat to this and pull these out. I doubt this is going to make anything now. We just removed all the power to it, so let's just see. Hello, hello, hello. It's not going to be a passive microphone, is it? No. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to also remove this ground pin. Okay. And next thing we need to do is get, looks like we need to get a capacitor and we need to get a resistor. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off for now because I need to help somebody with something else. Thank you for tuning in, and be back later to fix the setup. But in this one, we got this little new microphone on here, and we're going to be wiring it up in the next video. Thanks for watching.